Join me as we talk all things true crime.
Made contact and shattered.
The missing 4-year-old. The parents have called the other adults, but the mother has went for a wall, came home, now they can't find her.
Chad, where are Lori's kids? They've been missing for 4 months. You have nothing to say?
4 were stabbed multiple times and were likely asleep during the attack. Some had defensive wounds.
Most of them had just like one that was the lethal stab wound.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Once I told a lie, and I told my family, I had to keep lying.
What's your, is it deemed?
We haven't cleared anybody.
Hello, everybody. Let me know, Adrian and Johnny mods, if you can hear me okay. I was going to go on camera, but then I'm just like, let me just hang out off camera. Hi, Melanie. It's good to see everybody. Hi, Michelle. Christine's here, Pointer Lover. Hi, guys. Karen, good to see you. Let me just start off with thanking you again. Jen Lou, thought I saw you. Anyways, last night we had a really good stream on Gypsy Rose's videos that have been coming out. And we're doing a Friday night deep dive. Hey, Amy. And so every Friday night, I'm just going to go through a new video of the evidence ones that were released on Into the Weeds podcast. And yeah, we had a really good discussion last night. So thanks everybody who joined. Hi, Shay. Good to see you. And everyone else who's here. It's going to be, as you guys know, we do just a little hangout session on Saturdays. Hey, Sherlock. Good to see you. And Jay, happy to see you. So all throughout the week, I don't know if you guys realize, some of them are members only, but there is videos and shorts that I've been sharing with updates in true crime cases, including the update today in the Ohio dentist double homicide, which was an arrest by the ex-husband. So that's going to be interesting to watch those developments, and hopefully everything is good to go as far as securing evidence. And thank you so much, Sherry. I wanted to start off right away by thanking you for the super chat. I really appreciate your support always. So yeah, if you guys, because I cannot stream when I'm with the kids, and then at the end of the night, like I could, but I'm exhausted, as you guys know. Like by the end of the night, I'm not trying to stream. So I've been posting shorts and videos throughout the week. And some of you guys were saying that you like the quick updates on things, but of course we'll do the nighttime streams on the weekends like we've been doing. So I appreciate you guys joining when you can and when I'm available, and hitting the like button and hyping the videos. I really appreciate that also. So let's get into this, because wow, for everyone who watched the video that I put up, I appreciate your guys's comments. And, you know, honestly, I even left some of the criticism from the gems because unlike her, which this is only coming from people who have come to my comment section to say, oh, my comment got deleted on her video. I don't know. I'm not like updating the video or the comments or going to her stuff, but people come to my comment section and they're saying she's deleting comments, this and that. I don't know, but I just leave up the criticism because, I mean, check out the gems in the comment section. It's laughable. It really is laughable the way that they defend certain things, and it's down to saying, which technically I get where they're coming from, but it's been spun that way. Like they're saying things like she pinned the update in the comment section. But the thing is, in the pinned section, hold on, let me just pull it easier. I'm not going to play her video, but she pinned the update or whatever. And it's like, okay. And then the ones, you never make a mistakes. Or, of course I do. That's why I'm not criticizing her for saying chapter or what did she call the chopper? She added like a T to it, or Hearst instead of saying hearse. Like, okay, I sometimes mispronounce things as well, but that's why I don't go live on the scene at places. And like, I don't know, there's a way to do live streams like we're doing, where we're hanging out and we're, we just shoot the shit, as they say. But then there's another thing to be live at the scene, and being live at the scene is very much a high responsibility of getting things factual. And she did say things like, we're not 100%, like she did say things in this stream that's still up, the 16-minute one, that was like, I see why the gems are saying that. But the problem was in the second stream that is deleted, because a lot of people were like, it's still up, it's still up. I didn't clarify in my video that she had gone live for 16 minutes and then she went live for 6 minutes. And that was a stream that got deleted. And that was a stream that was like already perpetuating fake information, regardless if you pin a comment on. And the other thing too is when they say things like she pinned the comment and corrected it. But then why did she delete the other stream? She could have just pinned the comment on that stream. And it's because when you are live and you put things like breaking and update and arrest was made, like that gets people to click. That's like, it's very baiting. It baits the viewers, and everything that she was kind of stating and the way that like she looked, it was just kind of red flag, because you admit in that stream that you knew that a press conference was coming. So why didn't you just, like, this is what I mean by reporting on scene has a higher responsibility. Like, why didn't you just wait for the presser? So anyways, so this unfolded for me. A moderator texted me, and of course I forget that she's on different time over there in Utah, which I didn't know she was in Utah. Everyone's like, I thought she lived in Arizona or Nevada or whatever. I don't even know. I don't follow as closely as some people. And like, I just see enough and I'm just like, that's weird. So anyways, in the deleted one, she said, police have not confirmed whether the individual taken in handcuffs is connected to the shooting. However, the scene began to clear following that. No, it didn't. And that again is her perception and her opinion. Like, if you could have turned it not on selfie mode and showed us more, like she even said in the deleted stream, like they're either clearing out, like talking about the police presence, she said, or they're reshifting. We'll watch it, but regardless. So anyways, I'm like hanging out. It's like midnight and Pete, my moderator, texted me and said, turn on Jay. Lauren's live on the scene at a shooting. And I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, looking and I like realize what's going down. I'm like, this is so weird. But my thing is, if you were just live talking about a shooting and then your next live stream has in the title arrest made, aren't you thinking that the shooter was arrested? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, it had people thinking a certain way and it just spread misinformation super fast. And again, like, yes, you can pin a comment and update, but the chopper was still circling. Hold on, where is the short? Because she put up a short too, showing somebody in handcuffs. God. There's so many things to just, hold on. Thank you for your patience, guys. And besides all that, like when I seen it on Jay, I went straight to Lawrence and I was like, let me just see this for myself, like, and record it, because it was just like, this is all I could think. I was like, what in the Scooby-Doo mystery machine is going on here? The way she's like running around with the flashing lights on her face, like the red and the green. And she's like, we are live at the scene. It's like, I get it. It's exciting. You want to be there, but it was just kind of like, if you knew a presser was coming and you know that you want to get things right. And the other thing I was thinking is, I was just like, and yes, this is the quote unquote stalker. I'm looking at her live stream screen recording and I'm just like,
oh boy. Oh boy.
I just don't know, guys. So I'm screen recording and I'm watching, and thank you so much, Jay, and congratulations to the gifted membership receiver. Congratulations. So I'm like, what is happening? An arrest was made. She says in her live stream that she has video of the guy who was arrested, but she didn't know how to share it when she was live streaming. So why don't you just wait to go live until you can like do this stuff? You know what I mean? So arrest outside of LDS. So if you're LDS Salt Lake shooting, I mean, this has people thinking that there was an arrest made. There's coverage or thanking her for her coverage. There's people who are saying like, praise God, they caught him. These poor families and victims. And of course she does correct it. At this time, there is no indication that this man is one of the shooters. But there's other ones where it wasn't corrected. You know what I mean? It's like, if you realize in the comment section that people aren't understanding that this wasn't connected to the shooter, like you should probably just delete it. Like, I just don't get why leave it up, because she thinks that it's going to come out that it was him or something. Like, and of course the comments are being deleted, like where they're like, she left up the one that she was commenting back to, but there was other people who were under the perception that this guy was the shooter and there was no need to be alarmed anymore. I mean, I have the update as of like an hour ago, because that was the other thing that I did in my video that I made with her deleted one, is let me make sure that I correct the case itself. Like, this is terrible. Like, we hate hearing about these shootings all the time, you know, but the update as of today, like I said an hour ago, was a shooting occurred outside the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints meeting house in Rose Park, Jordan Meadows, around the area of Salt Lake City on the evening of January 7th during a funeral service. 2 people were killed. Then it lists the victims. And then it says 6 others were injured, at least 3 in critical condition. All victims were adults. The latest updates is no suspect still has been arrested. Police have detained people for questioning. Okay, so I'm assuming this is what that is, but none are currently considered suspects. So that was the other thing, is people said, well, they detained, which is true. That's the thing. But you guys understand, the deleted video said arrest made. That's the whole point. Like, if you're going to be live on the scene and you're admitting that there's about to be a presser, like, just wait for the presser and then go live. Like, I don't understand the need to be first so badly that you couldn't have just got the updated information from the presser. And people were like, well, she was so far away from the presser. And because we see her in this video just like wandering around, like, first off, there's an active shooter. Like, in a serious note, there's an active shooter. Second off, there's a police presence. They might even be on edge because there is an active shooter, and you're just moping around like the crime scene and getting asked to stay back. Like, when an accident could happen, like I'm saying, like an accident where you sneak up around the corner and it scares somebody and they're looking for a suspect or suspects too, you know what I mean? And an accident could happen. People have guns around you, and there's somebody who has not been arrested for it, even though she was told right away that they could not confirm an arrest yet. She still proceeds to say there's an arrest. She still baits the audience in thinking like that was the shooter possibly. And again, she did delete it. But my thing is, if you pin a comment and you're updating with It's just like you knew that it was wrong. That's why you deleted it. Like creators don't just delete things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it speaks for itself when you see it. It was just kind of like, what? Why do you have to do this? Like, go live after the presser. That would have been so much better. Find where it is. You knew it was happening. Apparently, Grayson was with her, people are saying. I don't know, because obviously we don't see her. But anyways, it says, authorities say the shooting was not a random or targeted at the church or religion. Investigators believe the violence grew out of a dispute amongst individuals attending the funeral, and there may have been an exchange of gunfire. Police are analyzing CCTV footage and license plate data and continuing to interview some witnesses. Some victims and witnesses have been uncooperative with police, complicating the investigation. Police do not believe there is a continuing threat to the community. Like, I don't know. And it happened around 7:30. She's out there with Grayson at 10:30, 10 p.m. And I'm just like, okay, if you're going to be out there that late, why are you not waiting for the presser? And people commented saying, and of course, I don't have time to verify all this stuff, but I live in the area, and that's not a neighborhood you want to just be walking around alone in. And it's very dangerous. And people talking about gang activity, possibly. I don't know. I only have so much time to verify this whole hidden true crime situation. But I can tell you, if I'm on scene and I'm reporting and I know that there's a presser coming, I'm going to wait to hit live again before I'm just like, yes, I saw the arrest. And there's a presser coming, so I might stick around. I don't know. It was just kind of weird. So that's why I recorded it. And I get up with our baby in the morning and I'm like, let me just hand the baby off, because I get up in the middle of the night with him, to my husband because he's got to get up. And I wake up again around 10 and I'm looking at, I don't even know what made me check her page, but I think because I remembered how unhinged I felt it was, that I was like, she had to have deleted that. And I also looked up the update on the shooting because I was like, well, whatever happened? Because at that point, in this point, I'm invested. Like now I kind of am seeing the investigation kind of, I think it's going to come to a close hopefully soon, or, but I'm just kind of invested at this point in the story itself because I want the accurate information out there too. You know what I mean? Anyways, and it's deleted. And I see that she left up the other one. And at that point it had 21K views. So like, yeah, you're going to leave that up because some of the videos you've been putting out right now have like the equal views, and you being on scene gives your channel like this new credibility. Like I really think she's trying so hard and trying too hard to like redeem herself. And I want to know who told her, like, let's go down there and wander around. Like, was this Grayson's idea or was it yours, Lauren? And people were like, oh, look at her looking like Barbie out there. First off, please, I play Barbie with my 4-year-old, a couple times a week. Don't bring Barbie into this. You guys know my second channel is like a hobby doll collecting channel. So please don't insult Barbie. She did nothing to do that or to be involved in her messiness. But anyway, so then I was like, let me just put out this updated information on the case, and then I'll include her video, because the other stream that she had up, that she still has up, has misinformation in it also. And again, you can say that she updated the information in the pinned comment, but that was like, she's like still insinuating that the arrest had to be the shooter because police cleared out afterwards. I don't know. The following is the embarrassing deleted live stream from Lauren Matthias on Hidden True Crime, where she was reporting false information about a shooting that occurred on the evening of January 7th in Salt Lake City, Utah, outside a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints during a funeral memorial service. At least 8 adults were shot, 2 people were killed, 6 others were wounded,
Yes,
with 3
Christy
in
Creek.
critical condition. No confirmed arrests have been made yet, and the suspect or suspects remain at large as police continue their investigation. However, we have this video where Lauren is running around, in my opinion, erratically, and crossing over areas that she wasn't supposed to be crossing over into,
See, I
and
like
being
the
told to stay
jacket.
behind the crime scene tape. She asked the officers on the other side of the crime scene tape if the guy she witnessed being detained, who she claimed. I do like the jacket, but now every time I see her clothing and you guys have told me that she rents it, all I can think of is like, so was somebody else wearing that jacket and sweating, in that jacket? You know how you get hot and stuff, like running around like she is sometimes in winter coats. And my other question is, when you rent clothes, do you wash it when you get them? Or do you wash them before you send it back? Like, how does that work? Or both? Because I'm not trying to get something in the mail and then have to wash it, but I'm also not going to wear someone's clothing without washing it. It just is very weird. I don't understand the renting thing. Thank you so much, Unsolved Amy Boston, for being a member for 2 months. She looks like Cindy Lou Who's mother right there. Oh my gosh. Will you be live tomorrow morning with your John Benet Ramsey deep dives? I do love to tune in when I have my coffee. Yeah, at this point, does it even matter? I mean, both of them, Lauren, Matthias, and Grayson, are both doing a great job at sinking their own ship and burning down their HTC kingdom. And people are telling me that karma's going to get me. It's like all I did was update everybody on the case that she shared misinformation on, and then, which helps, if there's misinformation, update it. And people, who do you think sees more information? Somebody like her with 300,000 subscribers, or someone like me who has less than 50K? They're going to see her misinformation way more. Like I said, she's actively deleting comments and leaving that one up where she responded saying, like, as of right now, we don't know who the shooter is or whatever. It's like, but you clickbaited people into thinking that the arrest had been made. Like, unfortunately, if you had just waited, you would have known that there was no arrest made, and then there wouldn't be this issue. Yeah, if she rented the hat, I would puke. Is Johnny Kramer here? Was being arrested was the shooter, to which the officer would not reply. But she continues to tell her audience that she saw the suspect and the shooter get arrested, and she gives a full description of who she saw being arrested. However, we all point out that being detained and arrested are 2 separate things. She continues to run around the scene, even though there is an active shooter and a suspect at large around 12:30 at night. I think I see why she deleted this live stream. You'll all. And my thing is like, Vinny Politan, Court TV, how come you guys aren't doing a segment on this shooting and you could have Lauren on? Perfect. Yeah, she describes him, the guy with the brunette hair. I don't know, guys. It was too much. You're trying too hard. The shooting was at 7:30. You're out there at 10:30 at night. You didn't even wait for the presser. Like, this was a fail. You deleted the live stream that said an arrest had been made, but you're leaving up these other things. I don't understand it. I really don't. And even your pinned comment, the part where it's like, after the person was detained, the police presence cleared. There was still a chopper flying overhead, Okay, yeah, I wanted to make sure you were here, Johnny and Debbie, because I had something included for you guys. But yeah, it's as if Lauren, John, and Gray Bay took the shovel and said, we'll dig our own graves. Thank you very much. I know. Like, just wait for the presser. Find where the presser's at. Get Grayson, if she's there, to help you find what street is on. Hi, JS. Good to see you, and everyone else who's here. Like, just wait. Oh my gosh. hold on. You just reminded me. Is this, I don't know, it's giving very Timu Annie Elise. And we've been seeing some comparisons, suspected plagiarism, copy of the hair, etc. I don't know, just something I noticed. That was her new video today. I didn't watch it, but you can like hover your mouse over it. Also hear law enforcement update the public on accurate information in a little press conference to which Lauren said she knew was going to be taking place, but instead she decided she was going to break the news before even listening to the authorities.
It was not. Okay.
So are you saying no, it's not, or are you saying you can't answer that question?
So here's the thing. If you just went live for 16 minutes and you title your next live stream breaking live with Lauren, what is breaking from the last time you just went live? Oh, it starts to say it. Arrest. This is where I'm coming from, like the people who leave the comments saying like, leave her alone. She updated it and she didn't say that that person who was arrested was the shooter. You're titling your next live stream breaking, meaning that there's new information from the last time you just went live. And then your next parts, you can't see it because it's screen recording, says arrest. What would this make people think who's watching this live and stuff? So when people come in the comment section and they say things like, she never said the person in handcuffs was the shooter, it's like, you don't understand. Like, it was implicated that way. You know, just own up to it. Like the way they defend her. Like, I'm literally like, this is their army and this is John and Grayson.
The best ways to drain people's energy nowadays is via the internet. This woman is a astrophysicist.
Don't fall for, I see everyone kind of in my comment section and other people's, you know, arguing with the gems and the alt accounts that are probably, you know, her minions, possibly hubby. I don't know. This is just speculation, but this is what I picture like now. So don't let them bait you guys in this. They're just ridiculous. The way that they defend her, I'm just like, wow.
Actually, this is not how space works. Read a book. Now I just wait for the comments to come in. Hey, can you mansplain any louder? Yeah, sure. These are all different accounts that I have set up. The energy you get this way isn't quite as pure, but if you do enough of it, it'll fill you up. Shanghai sucked. Where was the Chinatown? Jason Mraz is just too weird for me. Jesus actually hates horses. Childhood obesity, LMFO. When they call you a dumbass, you know you've got them. They called me a dumbass. Women are getting too tall. Yeah. You can drain their energy via social media without having to even be near them. That is racist. You're correct. It is. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, they hate me.
It's surprisingly simple to get total strangers completely furious with you.
They should get a life.
So if you guys just don't bother arguing with them. It's not worth it. I just leave the comments up. I'm just like, okay.
Can't answer the question. Is that what he said? Okay, thank you.
So she just said you can't answer the question. Like, so they weren't given the confirmation that there's a shooter at all. In fact, she was pretty much told nothing. They couldn't confirm anything.
More than 50 minutes. Don't. I just not like it.
Hey, everybody, make sure, let me know when I'm live. Give me a thumbs up so I can tell you guys what's going on. There has been an arrest made. When I get a thumbs up, I'll know I'm live. I'll tell you guys what's going on. An
You're
arrest.
lucky, Melanie.
Okay, hey, okay, thanks, Alexis. An arrest has been made right here in front of me. Actually, I got video, and I'll bring that to you later. I unfortunately was not live. We do not know who the man is. We asked police. I asked police, is this the shooter? He shook his head. He cannot answer that question. But let me tell you what we know.
So it's the same information as the information was in your last stream for 16 minutes. So then why did you title this one Breaking? And then start the live off with the guy telling you that there was nothing new or that he couldn't confirm anything. I just don't understand it.
And am I live still? I'm not seeing.
Yes, gosh darn it. You're still live.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, don't worry. Don't worry. People see you. And look, by the time I recorded it, it was 19 minutes prior that she was live. 851 views. Breaking live with Lauren. But yet there's nothing new that's breaking. Somebody was detained, you're going to say? But except you claim they're arrested? Oh, like, did you hear them read their Miranda rights and say you're under arrest? No? Oh, and there's a presser coming, but you're not going to take us there?
Either behind that line over there.
Okay.
Or there's a bunch of you guys on that side.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Can I ask you if that was the shooter that you arrested?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. An arrest has been made at an LDS chapel where a funeral was being held. So I'll tell you guys what happened. I have to stand back. I was just requested. So I'm gonna flip this around again and show you guys what I know. We do not know who this is. We don't know if it's the shooter. We don't know if it's the suspect. Oh, I have to go behind this tape. Okay, hold on.
We don't know if it's the shooter. We don't know if it's the suspect. Okay, yes, that's true. But why is this titled Breaking Live with Lauren? An arrest has been made. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. And it's like, well, she deleted it. Okay, then why is the other live up still that has false information in it as well? Said something about 8 suspects or something. Yes, that's why the tape is there, Lauren. And by the way, the shooters are that we don't even know. Trigger happy people who are killing people are still out there. What are you doing? It's 10 o'clock, 10:30. You're in Utah, which, okay. People were saying she might have been visiting her mother. I hope, good. That's great. Some people are saying she's covering the Corey Richins hearing. Like, I watched that on Defense Diaries. It was really good. And by the way, they have a new Delphi live out from this week as well with Richard Allen's attorney on the stream. And I specifically shout out their coverage of Delphi because it was the polar opposite of Lauren's, which hers was just, again, fake information, false news, that just people unsubscribed from her specifically because of the Delphi coverage. Just an example of you could have done something good with it, but you chose not to. And same with this stream. Like, even the stream that she still has up, she's there that's okay. I heard she's there for Corey from sources. And okay, so you call other people trial tourists. And the thing is too, she said something in her live stream, I think the one that's still up maybe, or this one, that she was in Utah, but she doesn't even say why. She just leaves it open. She's like, I just happened to be in Utah and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Why is it a secret? Is it because your stalker lives there? She lives there, right, guys? Because I'm like, you just had a stream titled I don't know, what was that, in October? What is this? Oh, I can't stay silent anymore. I'm being stalked and bullied. And then the thumbnail, I have a stalker. I'm afraid for my safety. But you're in Utah, where she lives? What's going on? This is weird. I thought there was something serious happening where you didn't want to be anywhere near that. She does not live in Utah. She sure does. Okay, so she does or she doesn't. Either way, her alleged stalker, right? No, I'm sorry. I was under the impression her quote unquote stalker lived in Utah. I don't know, guys. I don't follow this woman that closely, okay? You guys fill me in more, which is why I like the live streams and for us to hang out like this on Saturdays. Idaho. Wow. I was way off. It's like Samsonite. Okay, guys. Okay, then scratch that. Don't you ever make mistakes? I do, but I'm not live on the scene. I'm just live hanging out with you guys. You know, that's the difference. Yes, Christina does live in Utah. I think she does. I don't know.
Stick with me. There's more.
Stick with me. Stick with me, guys.
Crime scene tape right here. We're going under it. Okay. 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 So I'll just show you guys. They brought him from the back parking lot, right back there. They let him.
They brought him is who? Who? Utah is where she lives. Okay. Who is him? Oh, you're implying that there was an arrest made. That's right. Okay. She literally will say this at least 3 times. They brought him from here and they took him into a car. Just find the presser and then go live and title it Breaking with Lauren, live on the scene. But don't add arrest made. Just give us the breaking news when it comes in. Like right now, you don't have anything new besides you're claiming this person was arrested.
Man in handcuffs. He had long brunette hair. I got video and a photo. It was not live, and I'm on my phone, and I don't even know how to put that up for you. So I'll let you know more. There is more police presence, more happening. He came walking.
And did you hear that? There was more police presence. But then in your pinned comment, why are you saying the opposite? Like, I just don't get it. Why are you lying? Like, just to make it seem like the person who was detained was the guy because the police presence went down afterwards. So that's why you were under that impression. I don't get it.
From the back, he was let out and put into a police car right in front of me, actually. He looked middle-aged, dark brunette hair. Probably to the longer hair for a male. I don't know. Maybe above the shoulders. And police are not saying who this person is, if he's connected to this at all. But I was just asked to go behind tape, new tape. So I was up there, and now I am back here behind crime scene, do not cross tape. And a press conference is going to be soon, it seems. So I'm going to stick around a little bit longer. I was actually taking off, talking to people about what they heard, and the arrest happened right.
Like, just go to the presser, you know? That's what I don't understand. Like, why are we standing here? Why are we on selfie mode? And all I could think too is like, okay, the lashes, nice. Okay. I like them. I mean, I wouldn't get them because they ruin your natural lashes. A lot of people like lose their real lashes when they get lash extensions. But all I could think of the clip that she presented as her evidence in court, where they were at the restaurant drunk with the lemon drops on the table, and she was like, to that woman who asked her why she asked to sit next to somebody she sent a cease and desist to, and she was like, I don't know you. I contacted you once for eyelash extensions, but I don't know you. Like, all I could think is, if I'm paying that money for eyelash extensions, I guess I would put it on selfie mode.
In front of my eyes. There is a helicopter still overhead, still circling.
Yes, because there's still a shooter. The police presence hasn't gone down. The chopper's still out.
Do not know much else. Hold on, I'm listening.
And then on the selfie mode, when she's like, hold on, I'm listening. All I could think of was like, I'm just like watching this as I'm screen recording, like, what is going on right now? I mean, that was just all that was going through my head. I swear to God. Yeah, why aren't you standing there for the update? Oh my gosh, and look at the way I paused it. Like, please. And like, show the audience. You're live right now. You're saying breaking live, and I'm looking at your eyelashes. It's just so like, let me be dramatic. Like, I don't know what is the bigger performance, this or the 9-hour. And it's like, I get it. You want to get your reputation back. You want to like redeem yourself, because what you did in that 9-hour, what you alleged even to the judge who told you that this was not stalking, that just because people say things that you don't like online, like that you can get her arrested. Remember, they wanted her arrested for the TikToks. For the TikToks. Like, what? Let's take a moment, please, for a word from our sponsor.
And don't come over here lying on me, because I'm going to tell what you said, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike said. Don't lie on me. That is my biggest pet peeve. Do not lie on me. And don't come over here lying on me.
Don't come out here with false information. We had somebody say that they were going to the children's hospital. So yes, that would imply a child. And I cannot remember who it was that I was listening to, but they said, they took the words right out of my mouth about, there's something strange about her obsession with like children crimes. And I know that's rich coming from me, like with my deep dives into the Watts case, but I don't know that I wasn't the only one who thought it. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I know true crime is horrific, but for some reason, it seems like when she said that in her live that's still up about the child, it was like, a shooting's already horrible. This stuff's already terrible. You don't have to make it so sensationalized.
Just trying to listen.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna take off. I will post. I will attempt to post the arrest and share that here in a second while we wait for a supposed press conference that's about to happen.
Like, just wait to go live then. Johnny, you're not the only one who has said things in comments on my channel like, I used to support her, I used to call myself a gem, or I was a member. You know, it's like, I have to say people do see it for what it is. But there's just so many that I'm just like, really? Really? You're coming over here saying like what I'm doing is hateful. It's like all I really did was share a stream that she took down that I thought was strange and updated the information on the case that she was covering. And then people were like thanking me. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I literally just screen recorded it because I was like, this is bizarre.
So I was going to take off, but I will stick around a little bit longer. So I'm outside of a LDS chapel in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hold on. Oh gosh. It's I also saw one of the okay. Hold on, the police presence is quickly leaving. Or they're changing positions fairly quickly here.
And see, or they're changing positions. So, but in your pinned comment and in comments that you were saying to people, you made it seem like everybody cleared out after you saw that person get quote unquote arrested. I don't know. It's misleading. And I almost feel like there's a part of me that thinks that she didn't want to go to the presser because then her information that she had already been putting out could be debunked in real time. So she's just like, at this point, like, we've already said certain things. So if I show the presser and they say this or that, and I didn't get the information right, like, I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to leave up what I have. And then, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's a part of me that like thinks that, like, why were you not, and why, if Grayson was there with you, why was she not actively trying to help you get to that presser? I don't know, just my thoughts.
And there are definitely fewer police cars now than there were even 10 minutes ago. From the information we have right now, 8 suspects.
Yes.
3 in critical condition while 2 are deceased. There has.
And still, I don't think that she's done videos. I don't know. Hold on. Let me look at so I can get this accurate. Of course, like I said, that Ohio dentist update today was huge. I did a short on it. And here's the thing. I made a short in like a couple minutes with the update. And I was like, let me make sure that I checked 3 times. Let me make sure that I have this accurate, that it was the ex-husband who was arrested. You know, like I'm not even live on the scene or live streaming the update. I'm just making a short that could easily just either not be seen or just go away quickly. And I'm still triple checking before I post something. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, since that, whatchamacallit, shooting video and live, she hasn't gone live again. So that was 2 days ago. So she won't cover an update, even though I've read the updates in the video I made and then in this stream too. Like, where's the update? Your pinned comments? No update. I'm not sharing the screen. I'm just looking on her page real quick, guys. But like, is it not something that you want to keep up on now? You'll just keep up on deleting the comments or what? Hi, Eagle Eye. So good to see you live. I love all the comments you leave on the replays. Thank you so much.
and the hearse, again, just barely able to leave. And again, someone led in handcuffs right in front of me.
Yes.
They pulled him from the back, brought him out, and put him right into a police car right in front. So I'll do what I can to share that. That is the latest. And
that is the latest. Okay. You've titled this breaking and that there's an arrest made. You've stated there's an arrest made. I don't know. It's just, I don't understand it. I had to block Hidden True Crime so it would stop showing up in recommended videos. I had to do that too with somebody the other day. Not her, but somebody else. It was just enough. I was like, I can't even scroll past it. I just want to stop seeing it. I get it totally. Yeah, early reports are subject to change. And she did say that in her first stream. Okay. So I'll say things that she covered, but the thing is she was contradicting herself so much. It's like, which is it? They haven't stated that it's the suspect or that it was the shooter. And then she's also saying arrest has been made. It happened right in front of me. Right in front of me. He had brunette hair. Yes, they have a guy. An arrest has been made.
To determine that was a lie.
I'll see what we can do as far as getting to that press conference and hit subscribe, hit notifications. I'll hopefully be live soon again. And that 8 people allegedly have been shot. 1 we have heard.
This is from the live that's still up. So I added the deleted live, and then this was something that people were like, why is she saying a child was killed or shot at least? Why is she saying that? And why is it still up? Is it because you want people to see you have like on scene credibility that you were at in a horrific shooting that took place? And the fact that it was LDS fits your hashtags too? Like, is that what this is? People were commenting in my comment section. This reminds me of the Ruby Frankie car accident video. And we have a Ruby Frankie playlist. And I have that car accident video. So I actually pulled up after we go through this, we can compare it. So we can look at Ruby Frankie. And that's the other thing that everyone's been saying since all this. This reminds me of Jody Hildebrand and Ruby Frankie. Her dynamic with Grayson. My God. So yeah, we're going to pull that up and we can kind of compare. I haven't watched that Ruby Frankie one in, I don't know, probably since we streamed it. So it'll be interesting.
And again, we're getting information as it comes, was actually taken to Primary Children's Medical Center, which would, yes, imply that it is a child. I'm going to show you guys what is going on here right now.
Thank you all. First, I want to say condolences to the victims lost in this incident and their families and those impacted by this incident tonight. We just want to continue to provide updates. We'll probably provide one more update after this and keep you informed on.
I also saw a comment from somebody on her channel that said, the officer who held the presser was very good looking. And then somebody else was like, that sheriff was a hottie. But those comments were left up. So she's deleting other like critical comments, but she's leaving those ones up. I thought that was interesting because it's like, John doesn't mind you leave those comments.
What we know, what we can tell you right now, additionally from what you already have, is that you're good. Okay, is that all of the victims in this incident are of adult age, and so we know there were some questions there. The shooters are not in custody. We are following all leads. Our officers are working hard, and we will work until.
And this is the presser she could have easily somehow gotten over there and given a real breaking with live on the scene with Lauren, you know, like, why did you have to say arrest, you know? And then, like I said, there are people who were still up until this live. I should have screen recorded them, but I know you guys have seen them that were like, thank goodness they got him in custody. It's like, I just don't understand it. Yes. And this is where she could have made corrections, go live again. And that was the thing too that she said at the end of this one, the 6-minute live. She was like, I'll hopefully I'll be live again or something like that.
Be live soon again.
Hopefully I'll be live soon again. This point it's 10:30 at night. 10:15 to be exact. Like, what was that, a Thursday night?
Hit subscribe, hit notifications. I'll hopefully be live soon again.
Why didn't you just go live again with the update? Oh, really? No, I'm from upstate New York. I'm from Syracuse. I live on Long Island now, but I was closer to Canada than I was New York City when I grew up. So people have stated that my accent sounds Canadian too sometimes. So maybe could that have something to do with it? But now I don't know if I'll take on a Long Island accent over the years. I don't know. It'll be interesting. And hello, Roxanne. Good to see you. I'm so glad you joined. I know it was your nephew's birthday, so I appreciate it. Like Ruby Frankie. Okay, we're going to play it after this.
And that 8 people allegedly have been shot. 1 we have heard, and again, we're getting information as it comes, was actually taken to primary children's.
Continue to provide updates. We'll probably provide one more update after this.
And they have provided updates. I read through the updates. They've put out their own additional information, and yet she hasn't gone live or created a video about it. Why? Because no kids were shot? Like, I hate that I even have to say that. Like, gosh, you know, I shouldn't even said that because it's like, oh, if that is what it is, because you guys are the ones who see the things that I see too. I don't know. So anyways, back on track. People have said that video, that live streams, even the one that she has up still, remind them of Ruby Frankie's car accident video. And yeah, the way that she wormed her way into the victims, like the people who were, oh yes, in other cases. And that's the thing too. It's like the ones that still defend her, like, do you not care what Colby Ryan came out to say? Do you not care what Kresha had to say? Do you not care what Kay and Larry, how they feel, or how she's talked about people in these text messages that have come out on Hella's channel? Like, does all that just mean nothing, or do they turn a blind eye? I don't know. Like, you can't fix stupid, I guess. I don't know. But when people come in my comment section saying things like cover something that's more important, you know, go on, you create a channel and you do that, you know, and like, it annoys me. So anyways, let's compare that video to Ruby Frankie. It's the one where they're on their way to school. This is when the children were still in private school, because I believe Frankie took them out of private school and then was doing homeschool with them. And as they're driving to school, there is a car accident that happens. So we've discussed it on other live streams. We're going to play bits of it here. It's not the full vlog. And
keeping them home from school and wiping the floorboards would like really bring pain.
I'm telling you, I was this is Ruby Frankie. This is who people are comparing
millions.
Lauren and
I left
Grayson
it
to.
because my kids were being hurt. With entitlement, they were being hurt.
Thanks,
with
Katie.
people's advice, and they didn't have a mother up the front saying, I don't care what the world's opinion is. This is the truth, and this is where I stand. And fortunately, I had a chance. I had them in my home long enough to do it, and I'm not going to lose them.
On, Frankie.
They're seeing truth. They're accepting truth. They're loving truth. And so this is my
video before a judge.
Have you received a copy of the information in this case?
Yes.
The two defendants said little and did not enter a plea.
What? Thank you, Sherry, for helping me. I could not have done this morning without you.
I'm gonna be bullied about my hair.
So this is so long ago that, again, this is before the 8 Passengers vlog ended. This is before she has met Jody and teamed up and started their own podcast together. She's thanking Sherry Carolina for helping her out because Sherry was helping her with the kids and the girl's hair. I'll just mute myself until the video goes again. Yeah, I remember that. People are still saying that. I'm telling you, they have troll accounts that are probably on all platforms, including Reddit, that are still. That's what I'm saying is like, guys, don't even bother arguing with them. You know, like I love you guys in my comment section, but I know that it can be aggravating. And the way that they just are like excusing it. She never said that the person who was in handcuffs was the shooter. It's like she implied it in her, you know, it all implied it.
Like with the pictures and keeping everyone on track. Everyone okay? Oh my gosh, are we hit? Are we hit?
So I don't know about you guys, but usually when you're in an accident or an accident takes place near you, like you usually kind of know if you were hit or not. But, you know, thankfully they weren't hit. And hello, Roxanne, it's good to see you. And thank you again for the shout out
Cash App that you sent the other day. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you very much. And
okay, I can't even.
it was sort of dangerous and asking her basic.
Sorry, I hate listening to myself. I'm like Johnny Depp. He doesn't ever watch his own movies.
Okay. Are they okay? Are you okay? You're okay? I'm okay. So her initial reaction is to film. You know, she asks if they're okay. She doesn't say, has anyone called 911? There's other people who have pulled over or who are trying to help as well. None of them have mentioned, you know, calling 911 to each other. You know, so it's just interesting on an 8-passenger vlog. And this is the first day of school. Accidents takes place. Okay, I think he's okay. This tire blew. It looks like the tire blew.
I haven't watched a single stream.
And was I right behind him? I don't even remember. So she doesn't even remember where her placement was in traffic. You know, how much is that is true? How much is that is back? Or there's something in the road, debris and all that. And she's left her children in the vehicle still on the side of this highway. What happened? I'm shaking. Are they okay? Everyone's okay. Russell, it's okay. What happened? And poor kids, you know, were you guys involved in the accident? I was driving and it looked like the blue car. I heard something, so I'm thinking a tire exploded. And I just was right behind him and I was going to rear end him, so I just veered off the freeway. You know if you got hit or... I don't think so. Like I walked around and it doesn't look like we got hit. Again, you usually know when you've been hit in an accident. You know, when she was breathing pain, I had nothing to the two were even at Hildebrandt's house. He has no clue what's going on. And here, you know, you would think she would have called him. So she's going to have.
This was my first car crash.
And you know what? I want to tell you something, and I want you to really listen. We should have been in that crash. I don't know how we avoided getting hit, but you know what? There is not a single scratch on our car. There is not one person who got whiplash. And do you know why? It's because we said our prayers this morning. And we tried our best to do what Heavenly Father wanted us to do. And you know what? Nobody's hurt.
And she can't, you know, put the camera down or turn it off so that she can.
And I know it's because the Lord. I'm finishing writing my statement for the police, and a friend is going to pick up the kids off the freeway and finish taking them to school.
Are you involved in the accident?
I was right.
She doesn't walk the children. She just stands behind and films them there. You see that?
I know the red truck was involved, but I don't remember knowing how. You guys, I am like calm, but I'm shaking. And poor Russell, his first day at school, and he has to be involved in a car accident. I can see our neighbor up here, way up there, picking up the
That
kids.
just sound like Lauren.
So
pointing.
She sees her neighbor way up there.
When she was pointing. I saw somebody come from back there to the police car in cuffs. I see it. I get the comparison, guys. I really do. Wow. Yeah, that is a case that she covered very closely. And it was so funny when it was like people were comparing her and Grayson to that. It's like, wow. Does she just take on people's like personas and cases she covers? Hold on, let's pull up the 9 hour. Let's pull up the 9 hour because I've never watched it all the way through, and we've been going through it piece by piece a little bit together. And with more, oh, you know what? That call from Stephanie. There's a new call I haven't watched. Have you guys seen this? I think Jay put it out. Let me give it a like. This is part of the body cam with Henderson, the one from the 19th with the idiot cop who's getting scammed by Lauren. Like when Ruby Frankie said, we should have been in that crash. It reminds me of Lauren saying like, and yes, that would imply it was a child. Like, why are we hyping the situation up more? Like, why are we sensationalizing this for the clicks? That's what Ruby Frankie was about. That's what, I don't know. And if it wasn't for Ruby Frankie, he said his little sister would both be dead. Right. He's the real hero. In the Jody Hildebrandt and Ruby Frankie story, he's a very brave young man. I need to watch the new Netflix one because you guys know that I watched the Hulu one. We did the deep dives here. We got a whole playlist. We compared Lauren and Grayson to them, like right off the bat. Everyone started seeing it. I think there is someone or something in Lauren's past that is way worse than anything to do with the. Oh. Gosh, I don't want to know, but I'm sure it might come to light. Thank you all for being here. Yes, thank you, Roxanne. Okay, so no, I haven't watched this. I recently watched the Netflix one with husband. Very similar, but interesting to watch with him. Yeah, I wanna watch the Netflix one. So yeah, I want to watch this. Haven't watched it yet. Yeah, have you guys heard it? It says Stephanie's call with the Henderson police video.
Yes. Okay, well, yep, I heard both. That's okay. Let me go, if you don't mind, let me go to someplace a little quieter. I'm near a busy street right now. Do you have a few
Exactly,
minutes?
boss lady.
Okay. I'm actually gonna.
And then people were saying, and I think she even said in a comment, like, I'm just stating things that were given to us in real time. Other reporters were saying it too. I don't see anybody else, any other news station, but again, I don't have time to do all this stuff. But I didn't see anybody else state that there was a child that was shot. You know what I mean? It's like, just remove the live stream. Or you could go back through and mute that part out. Okay? You can leave it up. You can get the clicks and the credibility that you were on scene. But maybe go through YouTube Studio and at the part where you said, and that would imply it was a child. You can take that out. That's what I would do.
I'll just let you know, I've got my body cam on, recording the conversation, okay? I'm just going to get to my car. I just got to walk a little bit distance here. Thank you for calling back.
She lives with them. That is
You're
confirmed.
in Louisiana, is that right? So Central Time? Okay. It's not too late yet. I'll make sure you get off the phone by 10 o'clock. How about that? I'm just kidding.
Ha ha ha. Guys got jokes. Betty can't see. Hold on. This officer's got jokes. Too bad he can't see the biggest joke right in front of him. I think you know who.
Okay, now it'll be quiet. I left just a slight message with you. Do you understand what I'm calling about?
Oh, absolutely. I do. Yes.
Okay. So can you enlighten me, I guess?
Yeah. Oh, it's actually, this has been going on for such a long time. Lauren and I were friends at a point. I kind of helped and work with her. She has a podcast, and eventually that relationship, fizzled out. I stopped talking with her.
It happens.
I hadn't had any contact with her for a year. She apparently had some other people, her friends, some new friends that she had a falling out with, and they contacted me, asking me just different questions about Lauren as far as what the reasoning was for our falling out type thing. And they then shared with me that she had really kind of falsified a lot of information about me, and it was very shocking stuff. And at one point I said, well, no, this is what she said. And
right.
I showed them, well, not them, I didn't send it directly necessarily to them. In another chat, like on Facebook, we were talking about it. And I just showed a screenshot of my conversation with Lauren, like a small fraction of it. And that was it. And it seems that there's this other group. Look, this is so elementary. It's so unbelievable. But it's not me who's the person sharing things or even sending screenshots. It seems that Lauren has she's focusing on the wrong people is the issue. And for some reason, she keeps believing that or thinking that myself and a friend of mine are the ones doing this. And we aren't the people doing this.
All I could think also when she was live streaming, that strange live stream that she deleted, was John or Vinnie Politan, come get your girl. Come get your girl out here.
So if anything's being floated around, it's definitely not because of us. And we've made it very clear to many people that we do not condone sharing it. I have all this in writing, we've even been approached by people, like her friends, saying they wanted to, if we could send screenshots, and we said absolutely not, these aren't to be shared, and I can send that to you. Like, I absolutely am not any part of wanting.
Right. And is that because she called herself a public figure? Is that because she got her husband on the phone who's a doctor? Why did the officers, why did this officer specifically? Because I feel like the officer in the other body cam wasn't buying her BS. But why you hear all this information and Gigi, everyone was very credible sounding, but you chose not to go in that direction? I don't get it. You made a fool of yourself.
Any kind of issue with Lauren at all.
Okay.
Yeah, and as far as sharing stuff, I 100% know the laws, and I have not shared anything publicly. I haven't done anything. It's unfortunate that this is happening. Lauren even, I don't know. Lauren doesn't know who's doing this, and so she's just assuming.
And what's crazy is Stephanie just said Lauren doesn't even know who's doing this. She's just assuming. And the officer straight up said that to Lauren, insinuating like, oh, they think, she said maybe Christina was more involved, but that's just speculation. We don't really know. You know what I mean? But yet it just spiraled. I don't understand it.
Kind of, I don't know, blaming the wrong people. I guess that's the issue, is that she's kind of like, it's almost like throwing.
Isn't that wild to think about, like blaming the wrong people? That you've said such nasty things about so many people to so many different people that you're blaming the wrong people for this stuff. Like you can't even keep track of who you've talked shit to and about. Like that's what's so crazy to me. Like if there was text messages that were going to surface and I'd have to be afraid of who was going to release them, like I would know, like, well, I only have so many people that I would, but I don't say things like I've seen Lauren say to other people, like about Andrea Burkhart, blah, 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 blah. Like all that would never happen. But I'm just saying, like, if some text messages were going to be released, I wouldn't. It's just interesting that there's so many people that she's blaming. She didn't even know where the source of all this was coming from. That's how bad it is with her.
Something at the wall and hoping something sticks. I think she doesn't know where it's all coming from.
Okay.
So she's starting with the obvious, maybe she thinks, but it's not correct.
Okay.
So
so as far as messages shared then,
yeah,
I'm
sorry.
No, that's fine. I've got text messages with your name on it that make it look like a copy and paste from that you probably made.
I don't know. But I don't know if I don't even know what these texts are. Like
here's the thing though, Stephanie.
Yeah. Are they texts or are they actually Facebook messages? See, here's what the real thing is. Lauren has a podcast. She had about 30, 40 different chat groups, like on Facebook. And there's multiple people in each one.
Okay.
So it may look like it will have my name, but there's other people in it. So it may be a conversation, like she says something, I say something. But anyone who's in this chat can screenshot that, if that makes sense. So it's just because it's my name doesn't mean that I'm the one who.
Well, it actually shows two people on here.
Is it a text message or is it that's what I'm asking.
It looks like a text message to me. Okay. Has the date and time and
Tell me why I get more irked out about Bobby Joe, the homicide detective from Aurora, and her email to her co-workers about CrimeCon coming up and all that. Like, I get this guy's a jerk, and I love that Christina made the TikToks where it's like putting him on blast of her just asking like the case law. Like, can you please explain this to me? I'll wait. I got all afternoon. Like, please just explain it. Why am I more bothered by Detective Bobby Joe from Aurora in that whole thing, claiming in the email that she was going to be a speaker at CrimeCon and that she had been threatened? I don't know. I that bothers me more than this guy. You know what I mean, Amy? And we should do a live stream on HTC on Saturday nights if you ever want to. Yeah, because she put Christina's life in danger per that email. We've seen things go left, right. Ugh. And after seeing how easy, and listen, I get it. Like, you could argue you run a YouTube channel, you're a freelance journalist, you know? Like in the video that we saw that she deleted, she says that she's press to the officer when he asked. People have criticized that and said like she lied. You know, you could argue either way, you know, that she's freelance and that she has journalistic privileges. We've seen already YouTubers lose in court trying that. But anyways, you could argue that. But those who think that she lied straight up to that officer, and the way that we've seen her be dishonest along this whole way with these body cams, I believe she lied to Bobby Joe about being threatened and about speaking at CrimeCon. And I would love to know. Yeah, Bobby Joe is completely out of line. She used her badge and her place to intimidate someone on false allegations on one-sided story. Right. She lied. She lied to Bobby Joe. And then Bobby Joe used her badge, like you said. Yeah, this was a detective, homicide detective, putting out an inaccurate email. And it's unfortunate that a lot of the cases that I'm deep diving into and that I have are based out of Colorado, and the detectives in these cases questionable. And now we got Bobby Joe added to the mix of being incompetent. I don't know, because Detective Bobby Joe should have known better. She's a homicide detective and has much more experience. Right. And the way that she lies to law enforcement and this stuff that we've seen, and the way that she goes on, you know, her channel and lies to her subscribers, like it's a pattern.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly do not know if
Because it says Stephanie Budge removed from iCloud from the conversation on May 10th. Yes, I just told Larry and Kay via text. While that is scary, don't let her follow you home. Anything ring a bell?
No. Wait, I told Larry and Kay about the text.
Well, that's what's on the text. That's one of the texts.
I have literally no idea what that is. I haven't talked to her in well over.
It's very Lori Vallow, isn't it?
Text messages between the two of you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I have no idea what that text is. I could not say that I wrote that because I don't remember.
Well, no, it was copied on May 10th though.
Oh,
like 6 weeks ago.
There's the issue right there. See, Lauren is okay.
No, I'm just telling you what I see.
Very confusing, yes, because Lauren even made an accusation that I had hacked her, which is unbelievably not true. Of course, if it was, I would wonder why she hasn't gone to the police with that, because that to me seems much bigger than saying I shared a text. So I'm very confused by this. She sent me a cease and desist letter from
Yeah.
her brother, the lawyer, saying that I hacked her. So I'm very confused because I feel like she went to police saying I'm sharing text, but she sent me a cease and desist before May 10th about me hacking her. So why would she have told you about that?
If it was after the fact, I mean, if for some reason, no. If some reason you did it, you still did it after the fact. Because some people don't, they'll get a cease and desist and they don't care, so they'll go ahead and do it anyway, and they'll talk to somebody after that.
Absolutely. But what I mean is, no, she accused me of this before May of doing that. And then, which I didn't. And then now she's going to police saying that I sent a text. So my point is, wouldn't it seem more likely you go to the police and tell them you're being hacked than you would just saying someone shared it?
Right. It's changed along the way. I'm being hacked. What was the other one? What was it? And then they were like, well, are they asking for money? And she said, no. And then it turned into, it's escalating. It's been changing along the way. And it finally landed on, I'm being stalked. And I'm extorted. Yes, thank you. And I'm afraid for my life. Because nothing else was sticking. They're like, no, actually, you're not. The judge told you you're not being stalked even. And then you still did the 9-hour. Whose idea was the 9-hour? Whose idea was the live stream the other night? And that there was an arrest made.
Well, it doesn't matter either way. I mean, it's one or the other or both. So she has the.
Because this is literally, I hate to even say, Lauren has a history of doing this. I don't think she's probably the healthiest of people. And I'm trying to be kind when I'm saying this. None of this is true. If there were any type of text that were shared, I didn't share this. I don't even know who I would have shared it with. We had at one time linked accounts because I was working for her and she shared her calendar. And what's really strange is that I almost feel like she's doing it herself. I know that sounds insane, but there's a pattern here, and there's a lot of people involved in this that could tell you the same.
Okay, so let me just go to this, okay?
Sure.
So if she was hacked and she felt that way, she could have went to police. Maybe she did. I don't know. I'm not here for that.
Okay.
I'm here for text messages that are being threatened to be released out to the public and has already been released to other media personnel. And I can get in touch with these media personnel and probably be able to substantiate it. And if your name's attached to it, then we could be going down a criminal path.
That's fine. Yes, because I didn't do it, so I'm fine.
So if you copy any text messages, like a voicemail from, if you copied a voicemail from a voice message, I should say, from a couple months, if you copied a voice message like a month and a half ago, the voice message was left 2 years ago, or a text message was left 2 years ago, it's still a conversation between the two of you. Nevada law does not allow that stuff to be shared unless you have the permission from the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, and with today's cyber detectives, they can find this stuff out.
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm not sharing any texts or anything. I mean, certainly no voicemail either. I mean, I don't even know how one shares that. Have I shared text between my friends and I talking about it? Yes, my friend Colette and I. Have we shared it with any, as you said, media person? Absolutely not. 100% no. I don't know how anything could be getting out other than Lauren herself doing it. I don't.
Okay.
Honestly,
Well, you said you were talking to some other parties. Then who are these other parties?
Colette, I think you left her.
No, you said there was other people that worked with.
Yes, her. And those are the people who apparently really need to be talked to. Her name, I don't know her. I've never spoken directly to these people. It's a girl named Christina.
A contractor.
A contractor? I'm sorry.
Yeah, possibly a contractor. So did you share messages with her?
No.
Any shared text messages whatsoever with her?
No, I've never sent anything to this girl. I don't even know. I don't know her. I just know that she had contact. Like, she was looking to contact me. She keeps friend requesting me. I'm not accepting things because I didn't want to be involved. But I know that she and Lauren have some kind of issue, and it seems like all of this is stemming from this girl. And I don't know.
This girl, Christina?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know anything about her. I just know she worked for Lauren, or maybe not worked for Lauren. She was friends with Lauren, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time. So, like I said on the voicemail, I think I've said it. I want to make sure that we don't pass any lines of criminality and we have respect for each other. Otherwise, even criminality can turn to civil lawsuit, which can cost lots of money.
Absolutely. No problem.
Yes, JS. I've had this same question. Something doesn't add up. Dr. John says she was making comments about self-harm. Why the hell didn't he take her in? He's a mandated reporter, for fuck's sake. And then I've had another insight of like, well, I guess that would be unethical for him to, I don't know, treat her as his own patient. Like, I don't know like where those rules lie. You know what I mean? But in the same sense, if somebody's saying that, mandated reporter or not, like, yes, get her help. Instead, she's in Utah, the state that she's supposed to be like afraid of somebody in, running around a gang scene. The shooting, apparently, that's what I'm reading more and more with updates, that it was tied to gang violence, unfortunately. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, here we go. Stephanie, just as I suspected, backs up everything we already knew and what other people were saying.
Okay.
All right. I thank you.
Yeah. You said your last name is. Oh, did I?
It's
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Steph.
I don't understand how much, like, okay, you got to cover these trials and stuff, but like you spend a lot of time away from, like, I know people have mentioned the child, but like your husband. But then here we go, like, oh, should I just not say comments about that? Or, I don't know.
So
We're just hanging out.
She did record me. And now I realize it feels almost like a plot that she created. I go up to her. She says in tears, I know what you said about me. I acknowledge it.
Yes, you can't
Totally caught me off guard, but I thought, okay,
definitely get her help.
And it's being weird. And the entire time I'm being recorded without my knowledge. That is very shocking to me. And as someone that is a limited public figure doing this.
In the 9 hours, she downplays the public figure. But when she's talking to law enforcement, hoping to get, people to make a police report with her complaints, she calls herself a public figure. But yeah, I don't think she was ever talking about self-harm. Well, since she never has taken time off or anything that we've seen where she's stepped away, where we might be able to conclude that maybe she got some help or, resting, I would have to say, yeah, was that even true? Or was that just to get the judge to arrest somebody that you guys wanted arrested and like the permanent protection order on?
as my job to think that a contract worker who was an alleged friend who actually still owed me work at the time. I was waiting. I just paid her a very large amount of money for a job she never did finish.
A very large amount of money for a job she didn't finish. Wow. Why don't you just, here's the other thing too, is like her wanting to be live at the scene, so desperate in an attempt to be first. And it's like, I get it. Like, listen, I had a video that had 3.5 million views on it when I covered Johnny Depp, which, by the way, her and John supported Amber Heard in that trial. But that took, and it was just, it happened. These viral videos just happen. You don't have to try so hard to force it. Don't have to force breaking news live on the scene with Lauren in hopes that you're going to get like millions of views. And I get it. Like most of her viewed videos are tied to the Lori Daybell case, and that case is over. You know what I mean? So I think that she's scrambling for this credibility and like her reputation to be salvaged. I don't know if it can after all this, but people are still supporting her. So who the heck knows? She's still on court TV, you know what I mean? So who am I? But it's just like, the other video that I have that has almost 2 million, there was a documentary that I spent a lot of time on, like years of research, 6 months of editing, if not more, and it's like, she just wants to be the first on the scene and to get that, video and clicks and the credibility. It's like these things just happen. It's either you have to be the viral one that I had that with 3.5 million was Johnny Depp walking out of his limo to go into court, and he was playing Bob Marley. And all I did was pull it up in my editing, turned up the volume, and that was it. And it went viral. Like these things just happen. You just have to be like clever. You just have to be right place, right time, correct information. The documentary with almost 2 million, like that was a lot of work. And I wasn't paying other people. It's like she tries so hard. She's over here paying an assistant. She's paying whatever. Like, I don't know. Something's not going well. Whatever you're doing, you might need to change it up. Yes, and that's the thing, is she lost subs, but it doesn't matter once you have that following. You know what I mean?
Would be recording me without my permission in a place that I assume no one would record. That
And here she is shaming people for recording without other people knowing. There's sites that you can look up people's stats on, but I don't know. I can't remember the names, and I've never done it. Oh, thank you for being a member for 5 months, Ruth Ann. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I do believe, however, that Grayson and John and Lauren Matthias all looked up the Nevada state law on phone data information, but the law also states that no one is allowed to record anyone without that. And then remember, we all kind of uncovered that we think that she recorded Gigi without Gigi knowing, but here she is. And yeah, exactly, Mandy. We're all here watching this 9-hour. And she's shaming them for recording without her knowledge. But it's pretty much evident that you were recording Gigi. The problem with this 9-hour still being up is like we've been able to kind of go through and be like, wow, that was a lie, or that was misinterpreted or misrepresented, rather.
That is concerning to me. That is very
concerning.
Okay, you have a few. Let's listen.
That she wanted to talk then, which totally caught me off guard, but I thought, okay, fine, let's see what she has to say. And what unfolded next was unreal. It was like watching someone trapped in their own maze of lies, spinning stories so fast she couldn't even keep up with herself. When one lie didn't land, she'd just pivot mid-sentence into.
And what is untrue about everything that Christina just said? We have been able to fact check everything Christina just said, and it pans out. Yeah, and she was recording Janessa, claiming Janessa was recording her. She's literally insane, approaching her saying, I feel threatened.
Completely different one, like no shame, just constant spinning. And at one point she literally started mumbling under her breath, having an entire conversation
She's 45.
by herself while I was just standing there.
Please done your makeup, Kelly. Gosh. Yeah, because they, and then, right, like, and by the way, that started, they were, like, I don't, it's, like, and I was like, would they do that to me? Like, anyway. Yeah, no, I know. So in many ways, I feel catfish, but
And then in 1 second, she snapped and was like, oh, sorry, back to you.
But back to you.
And this is the part that killed me. She told me that we had to have that conversation right now because I kept repeating, you're in fight, flight, or freeze. Probably not the best time to talk. But she said, no, we have to talk now. My assistant is, quote, always with me. I'm never alone, unquote. Girl.
That sounds like it's not healthy for your marriage. Grayson is always with you. What? I want to pause it real quick. Earlier this week, Every Day with Jay was streaming and Christina was in chat and people were saying that they hope that Christina can sue and get her tickets back that she paid for, the price of the tickets back that she paid for CrimeCon, because she paid for like the really expensive package. And she chimed in chat and she said that she worked really hard and paid for those tickets herself. At this point in time, the period to sue her for my CrimeCon tickets have passed. That wouldn't fall under the defamation suit. Unfortunately, I had 10 days after she dropped the case to petition for fees. So one thing that stood out in my mind in this whole statement is she says that wouldn't fall under the defamation suit. So does that mean is that confirmation that there's one in the works? Like we've all kind of been talking about? Thought that was interesting that she said that. And then talking about, this was before her live stream where she put out misinformation about the shooting. This was earlier in the week. And they were talking about Delphi and the misinformation that Lauren was spreading and perpetuating while she covered that trial. Christina said the amount of misinformation even people in line at Delphi would share was wild. So people waiting in line to get into the courthouse for the Delphi trial, she's saying people in line were just, repeating misinformation. I just busted out my Delphi notebook and I wrote down things people tried to spread in line that we never heard in court. So when I say check out defense diaries, if you want to research the case of Delphi, like please do. Please don't. There was so much misreporting in that trial and there was no cameras allowed. It's a true disservice to that case, unfortunately. And Lauren perpetuated the false narratives and information, covering it. And it's a pattern, just like she did to that situation the other night with the shooting. Kresha, good to see you. Yes. You think that was confirmation that there is a defamation suit? Oh my word. And I know that we've talked here and then the community in general in other streams, including Jay's, have talked about crowdsourcing for whatever Christina needed. But she says she's good. She appreciates the offer. Lauren is terrified of being bad, probably because she's actually a bad person. Probably to do with Mormon. Yeah, I agree. And the thing too is like, why didn't she cover Karen Reed? anything that has corruption, or there could be somebody who's possibly innocent, it's like she doesn't go that route. I don't know. Yes. At this point, it's like she having that stream up. The stream is still up. People are still under the impression that she has a stalker. Please tell me Christina is going after Lauren. Lauren should not get away with this. Agree.
Oh, no. I honestly think she just didn't want her assistant finding out what she'd done.
Yeah, and by the way, I still don't even know what I've done. What she didn't want her assistant to know what she's done. And by the way, you heard me already tell you my assistant, who she's referring to as Grayson, has read all of my text messages.
Does John read everything
nothing
too?
to hide. Do I want the world to see them? No. Do you guys want the world to see your private text messages? No. But those that I know care about me and love me and that I trust, yeah, go for it. I have nothing to hide. No secrets that big.
There was I have nothing to hide, no secrets. Right. That's why you are leaving out the part that you went on 2 different body cams with different states of officers trying to claim that they were trying to extort you and share your messages. But here you're telling your 9 hours in your 9-hour stream that I have nothing to hide. Hold on.
With me. I'm never alone.
And I was like,
see them? No. Do you guys want the world to see your private text messages? No. But those that I know care about me and love me and that I trust, yeah, go for it. I have nothing to hide. No secrets that big.
No secrets that big.
Detective determined that was a lie.
Let's close out with another word from our sponsor.
Jay, the fastest friendship crash you've ever seen. And I have their receipts because, contrary to what the Nevada Police Department would like you to think, it is not illegal to share screenshots. What's the Nevada law?
Let me see if I was just doing some searching, because here's the thing. I'm a patrol officer. I'm not going to toot my horn and say I'm a best detective or anything, right? So I did do my due diligence and do some searching as well. So I didn't copy everything because there's so many laws that we just don't know about.
It started in the morning after I confronted her about all of her lies. Love, apologies, self-reflection. Barely an hour later, full-on love bombing. I'm their ride or die, the best person they know. And then that night, out of nowhere, boom, I'm accused of something I didn't do and threatened with legal action. Here's the deal. I didn't tell or talk to anybody about what we talked about because I had a legitimate feeling that she was going to pull this crap. This was a control tactic, and now I know the signs, and you do too.
I have nothing to hide. No secrets that big. All right, guys, that's enough of that until next Saturday. And we can decompress from all the other cases that have happened and that ICE situation that happened this week. Like, that's a whole kind of point of this Saturday night hangout. You know, like, it's kind of to decompress from real situations that we discussed during the week. So check out the videos, the shorts that I've uploaded, the community posts. I share live streams from other channels that I moderate for on there as well. And tomorrow night, we continue our deep dive into the FBI interview that I'm enhancing for Nicole Kessinger in the Chris Watts case. And then, yeah, we'll reconvene and do it all over again next week. Friday night stream will be the Gypsy Rose videos, deep dives, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. Please hit that like button, hype the video if you can. Thanks for being here, guys. And I will talk to you tomorrow night and throughout the week. And again, the Hidden True Crime deep dives, I guess you want to call them, or hangouts, will be next Saturday as well. Thank you so much. And thanks, Christine, and everyone else who is here. Appreciate you all.